Digital transformation is in full swing, and the process industry is no exception. Let's take a look at what opportunities digitizing throughout the life cycle of a plant can offer. From integrated engineering to integrated operations. On the left, you'll see the status of a real plant, and on the right of the screen, the virtual world, i.e. the digital twin. Let's start with the design and simulation of the process with GPROMs. This usually prevents time-consuming laboratory tests and pilot plants. With GWAP, the digital application, it is also possible to use the process design as software as a service. Information on the process model can be immediately integrated into the plant design with COMOS as a central engineering and data management platform. All relevant departments can be planned with COMOS as they always have access to the same data pool. This ensures consistent data management. Thanks to the common data management system, some planning steps can be carried out simultaneously. This saves valuable engineering time. Although the real plant is still under construction, COMOS Walk Inside can be used to virtually explore the plant. For example, to check and optimize accessibility of critical components for maintenance personnel. Data relevant for automation is then transferred from COMOS to the process control system. This saves time in automation engineering and ensures consistent data. This completes the engineering stage, and the digital twin of the plant is automatically created in the process. The process design is created with GPROMs. The plant is planned and visualized with COMOS and COMOS Walk Inside. Automation is carried out with Semantic Process Control System. The real plant is still under construction, and it is precisely this time that can be used to optimally prepare for commissioning. CIMIT enables prior virtual commissioning with the help of a virtual controller. Various events can be simulated and the process control checked. Errors can therefore be detected at an early stage and rectified before the plant is commissioned. CIMIT's operator training system enables early training of operating personnel. In addition, service personnel can also be prepared for their work at an early stage. With COMOS Walk Inside, it is possible to define various scenarios, such as behavior in an emergency, and to practice them in a virtual setting. This means that staff are immediately ready for action when the plant is completed. If the real plant is partially equipped with other components than originally planned, a simulation can be carried out again with GPROMs to verify and optimize process engineering. Thanks to previous virtual commissioning and simulation, commissioning of the real plant can now be carried out much faster and more reliably with a tested program. With integrated engineering, the plant can now go into productive operation earlier. In addition, a comprehensive digital twin of the plant is created with process engineering and process description, plant documentation, automation and optimization with live process data. Take advantage of the potential of digitization with integrated engineering. Learn more about the many possibilities and advantages that digital twins offer in plant operation in the second part of the video series, Integrated Operations.